I want to take a look at this fan that I bought from Lowe's. It's the Kobalt Hybrid 24 volt max Jobsite fan. Battery not included. It's the item number 1176102, model number KJF 124B-03. Now the regular price on these are $99. So I was there yesterday and happened to see that they're on sale for $49. So at that price I thought there's no way that I can't grab onto this. Now the specs say they can produce airflow up to 600 CFM. The hybrid fan can run using either electric power cord or the normal Kobalt 24 volt max battery. And now this says the fan will run up to 60 hours on low speed when using a Kobalt 24 volt max 4 amp hour battery. I did a test myself on high, and I'll give you the results later, but I actually ran this, like I said, at high speed to see what the runtime on that was. Now you can take this fan anywhere. I was kind of impressed. I've seen this in the store and I've just never bought it, but I'm so glad it was on sale that prompted me to buy it. Actually, I think I'm going to grab another one at the store. You know, you could take these anywhere. Let's say the electric goes out in your house and you want something that on a hot day you want a fan. This will do that. And you could take this to sporting events, picnics, you know, wherever really. Let your imagination run wild. So actually this is really well built. Now the multi-position fan head rotates up to 240 degrees, and you can adjust it in the different directions. And the adjustable speed fan provides the air requirements that you will need. And this also has a Kobalt 5-year warranty. Alright, so if we take a look first, the handle, it's got a nice built-in handle here at the top. And here's the adjustable head. It's all the way down to the front. All the way back. Now your control switch is down here. Off is all the way to the left. Variable speed. Now at the moment that's that battery. Still has a little bit of life in it, but that battery is the one that I tested and that I'm going to give the results on. Now with the battery removed, right behind there you'll see the port lift up a spring-loaded cover that allows you access to plug in your 110 volts. So that's nice. That makes this fan very useful to use whatever power source you want. Alright, let's give that a try. So here's the outlet. Open that up. and plug this in. So just like that. And we'll turn on the switch. Now that's pretty damn cool. I like that. To be honest, when I bought this, I didn't even know it had that dual feature there for your source of power. Once I saw that, I thought, man, that is pretty badass. So let's take a look at the design of this. Obviously, there's where your battery goes into. Your switch, all the way to the left is off. All the way to the right, clockwise, is at the highest speed. Now these arms that hold that up, they've got a nice tension on there. There's no way that I see that you can adjust that, but the tension is very nice on there. There must be some kind of rubber, something in here that keeps tension on that. There's the grill on the front. Again, we talked about the handle, showed that earlier. Here's the back side. Now these are cool. You can actually open these up. You can use them to hang. So if you want to put this on something and hang it, you can actually put a 2x4 between here. But that allows you to hang the fan up. Now if we look at the bottom side, they have several ways. They got these little rubber feet, but they have these notched out areas to where you can hang this up on a wall. If you want to hang it up like this, and they give you the option of either hanging it up like this or like this, because as you can see, they've got them in opposite directions. They also offer two metal threaded inserts, this one being 5/8, this one being 1/4 inch, to mount on a tripod or something. Definitely want to make sure that tripod, if you're using a 1/4 20 here, definitely want to make sure that that tripod's substantial. You don't want to use some little flimsy one. But I thought that was rather interesting, quite unique. Now these two big openings you see here, Kobalt, they're calling them rod pockets, and they say you can use 0.5 to 0.7 inch diameter rods, rebar, whatever it might be, that you can use to set them in. So if you had it like this and you had those rods, you could set them on there like that and hold them up. And here's what the manual shows: hanging, mounting the fan, or using the retractable hooks. Here we have using the rod holes, rod pockets, and here we have it using the tripod. Okay guys, right out of the book, battery pack protection. To protect the life of the battery pack, the fan will shut off when the battery's charge becomes too low. If this happens, remove the battery pack and charge it according to the charger's instructions. Now why did I mention that? Well, this is the battery that I used. This is the actual battery that I used to test. It was a brand new battery. Just charged it a few days back, 4 amp hour. And as you can see here, shows that it's fully discharged. So I wanted to do a test and see how long it would take for this to run at full speed. Normally, you cannot test battery operated tools because they're always doing different loads of work. If you've got a saw and you're cutting something, it depends on the sharpness of the blade, the hardness of the material, the lineal feet. Are you overworking the tool, pushing it too hard? Are you letting the tool do the work, the actual teeth, or are you overworking it? With drills, you know, same thing. There's just too many variables that you can't say it'll last X amount of hours. But for this, being that all it's doing is turning a fan, turning some blades, not doing anything else, you're not doing anything else to it, I assumed that this would be a very good real world test. So as you can see, if I push, it shows that it's flashing. Now, I ran this until it literally shut off on its own. Okay? But you can see that it still will power up on that battery. Okay? But just like the instruction manual said, that when it shuts off, the tool deems that the battery needs to be recharged to save the battery. So, here's the results of my test. On high at the maximum rotational speed, I had gotten 9 hours, 57 minutes, and 33 seconds of actual runtime. That's from turning the fan on, just like that, leaving it on the highest setting, to the point where it just shut off on its own. For no reason, I didn't touch the switch. So that's what it was. 9 hours, 57 minutes, 33 seconds. Pretty impressive.